Here's a few stories coming up on this week's episode.
Wait, so you didn't even know that your mom and your dad were brother and sister?
No, I didn't know that.
I can't believe your friend called the cops on you. That's wild.
We had this kid had a crush on a teacher, and I convinced him to sing this song called Freak Me Baby at the talent show to her. And
To the teacher?
Dedicated it to the teacher. And we're waiting in the car. He comes out, pants halfway down. Start the car! Start the car!
Dude, you
I
gotta
don't
write a
think I'll
movie
ever
about
see
your
it.
life. This is crazy.
Give it up for Alex. Quick reminder, I'm having a great time meeting you all on my stand-up tour. I'd love to see you in Wisconsin, North Dakota, Vermont, Massachusetts, Texas, and more. Head to alexclarkcomedy.com right now to see the full list of cities. And if your city's not listed, definitely request it at alexclarkcomedy.com. That's alexclarkcomedy.com. Enjoy the podcast.
So glad that you're here because every week we have a new guest that talks about the ridiculous childhood, and I think we got someone that's going to win the crown this week. Welcome, Dante Chang.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are hilarious, dude.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Right before you got here, I for the first time in my life, saw the clip about your dad fingering your belly button,
Oh,
which I'm
yeah.
sure you get all the time, but
Oh, yeah.
I was dying. I had tears in my eyes.
Oh, yeah. He's a sick man. He's a sick man. He's so proud of it.
Yeah.
I go, Dad, you remember that? He's like, oh, of course. He's so proud. He thinks he's a genius.
For people that haven't seen the bit, what is the bit? Just Cliff Notes.
So my dad is a very good-looking, slender, tall guy,
Yeah.
taller than me. And Asian people, being fat is almost being like a child molester. You know what I mean? It's a really bad thing
Yeah.
to be overweight in the Asian culture, especially if you grew up in Asia. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then so basically my dad developed this thing he called his fat check. His theory was he's going to stick his finger in my belly button. And depending on how deep it is, if it passes this first line on your finger, then you're fat.
I even knew what you were going to say, and it's still funny. Were you an only child growing
I
up?
was. How'd you know that?
Just first guess.
Really? People can't guess that.
Really?
People are usually like, so what, you're an only child? Because my mother is very much about, she puts other people ahead of her.
Okay.
So I learned from her. So I always put people ahead of me.
Right.
I make sure everyone else eats, then I'll eat. You know,
Right,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
took that from her. So people that are around me like, you don't seem like an only child. But I am really good at talking about myself.
Yeah.
So that's the clue.
Who
you know?
were your friends growing up?
I'm one of those people that I was friends with everybody.
Okay.
I was friends with the most popular kids. I was
Yeah.
friends with the nerds because I learned that if you're cool to the nerds, they let you copy off of them.
Right. Who's the first person that comes to mind that you were friends with as a kid?
It's weird. This is the truth about me. Like I was very introverted as a kid.
Right.
I
Yeah,
was
me
very
too.
Shy.
Yeah.
I was scared to talk to people. No one
Yeah.
even believes this person existed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, what happened was I got a job at a hip hop.
How old were you when this
retail,
happened?
Like 15, 16,
Okay.
retail clothing store. And before this incident, before I got this job, I could not get a girl. I
Right.
was ew, here he comes.
Yeah.
You know, that guy. And then as soon as I worked here, it helped my
It
personality.
was a
come
shoe
out.
store?
No, it was like a hip hop urban clothing
Okay.
store. You know what I mean?
Cool.
And then as soon as I worked there, like you were forced to talk to customers.
Right.
And my personality came out, and I'd emulate the manager who was very charismatic. I
Okay.
would just kind of just emulate him
That's
because he was
funny.
so. And then for some reason, overnight, it seemed like I could get almost not everybody, but
Right.
I had no problem getting women after that. It was
Right.
like weird. That like solved all my problems. I am forever grateful to streetwear.
Would you get in trouble ever as a kid, or what kind of kid were you?
I think I traumatized people, but I never meant harm.
How
I'm just
so?
extremely playful.
Can you think of any stories that come to mind?
I remember this kid had a crush on a teacher
Okay.
in middle school, and I convinced him to sing this song called "Freak Me Baby" by Silk at the talent show to her, and
To the teacher?
dedicated it to the teacher. And he sang the teacher. He was like, "Tonight,
But-
baby, I want to get freaky with you." That's a song. And then
Did he think this was going to work? Did he think this was like his swoon song?
You don't know. We were 12, 13 years old. I just convinced him to do it. And then there's a part of the breakdown of the song. They go, you. And he did this little spin. He came out, he's like, you. And he pointed to the teacher. Her face turned bloodshot red. And I was having a good time. And I love doing this. And then another thing.
And then you were the best man at their wedding.
No, I never saw the kid again. Okay. Another thing I used to do with Bill, this tells my age. When I was a kid, I was a little kid. I was a very little kid. When Bill Clinton was president, he'd wear these little shorts. And then he would like he would wear these little shorts. So I would pretend I would literally like hike up my shorts really, really, really high.
Yeah.
And then I would have two other students pretend like they were my security, and I would jog around the school with these little shorts. And then very often, like for some reason, I wore my pants big.
Okay.
That was the style back then. My butt crack came out. And every time my butt crack came out, I'd get suspended.
Really?
Like
so you got suspended a lot?
Yeah, all the time. And sometimes I was so used to they were so used to suspending me that they I would get suspended when I didn't even do anything.
Right.
Because they're like, oh yeah, you're a troublemaker. You're going down.
So it sounded like the principal had it out for you, most likely.
I couldn't blame him.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I was him. I would suspend me too. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I'm always the one getting in trouble.
So were you kind of the class clown in school?
Yes, usually. Actually, during cafe, I remember this is like middle school. I pulled my pants down so my dick was out, and I covered it with my shirt. And I was like, guys, it's exercise time, jumping jack time. 1, 2, and my dick would just flop in and out every time my shirt went up, and I got suspended.
So you
for
were
that.
pantsless?
Yeah. I mean, I pulled my pants down, and so you couldn't tell my dick was out, and my shirt covered my dick.
Did you know it was out?
Yes, absolutely. And I did that, and I got.
I like
suspended
that
for
you
that.
couldn't remember that happened.
Yeah, you understand. Like if I really think about it, there's so many things that I could come up with and remember. I'm one of those people that cancel culture really hurt.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I love all people, every color, every race. I don't care
Yeah.
about your political views. I just don't care.
What were your parents like, since you brought up your mom?
Oh, me and my mom have a great relationship.
Okay.
It's almost to the point you can almost say she's an enabler. She doesn't say no.
Okay.
And I was very spoiled.
Spoiled.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
Yeah.
spoiled by my mom.
What did she do for work?
She was just a house mom.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
Badass.
She was a dental assistant,
Okay.
but then she kind of just gave it up to raise me.
Right.
And yeah, she spent all her time with me, and
That's awesome.
Yeah,
She was like your best friend,
yeah,
it sounds like.
she's great. She's very religious.
Yeah.
And she believes in peace and all that stuff. But the thing is, she does have like a good sense of humor. So when I say inappropriate dark jokes, she doesn't want to laugh, but she can't help it. So that's like the best. You know what I mean?
I don't know your mom at all, but I just picture going.
No, she just doesn't like I don't know anything about like if I make any inappropriate jokes.
Would you
She
make
doesn't
her
want-
laugh a lot growing up?
She would get pissed off, and I would just literally make fun of somebody, and it would relieve the attention.
Right. Right.
Look at that guy's head. It's disgusting. And she would just start laughing. Like she would be just amazed that I would say something
Right.
like that, of the way I would put words together.
Would she drag you down to church a lot?
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hated that. I felt the most. This is the weird thing. Like, I felt more comfortable around black people than I did my own people growing up. It
Wait,
was-
what does that
it
have
was
to do
weird.
with church?
My church was a Korean church.
Okay.
And then, during the week, I would hang with black people. I felt more accepted by black people than I did my own people growing up.
Right.
I felt like my own people judged me more, and I
Right.
didn't feel comfortable.
Is that kind of what happened at church? You felt kind of judged?
Yeah, I didn't feel. I never felt comfortable.
Right.
I was always dreading
Yeah.
going to church. I was always dreading the people. There's a few people I'm cool with that I still talk to. But I do have a lot of like longtime friends that.
I hope you weren't whipping your penis out at church too and getting
Did I ever
suspended
do
there
that?
as well.
I don't remember if I ever did that. I remember, I think I tried to fight the pastor once.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I this is why, because I thought he was a jerk. This is one
Okay.
thing. Like I remember, I remember I just saw like the pastor and like kids throwing up like numbers up at each other.
Okay.
This girl goes up to pray. The prayer girl goes up and she goes, God, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, and God, Father, thank you for this. Thank you for the offering. God, Father, thank you for the food we're gonna eat later. It says God, Father a bunch of times.
Right.
And then later I'm like, where you guys throwing out numbers for. They're like, oh, we were just betting on how many times she was gonna say Godfather. I'm like, you're the fucking pastor, you piece of shit. You can't.
Terrible.
You can't. This is awful.
That's so bad.
That's so bad. You're the pastor.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to be cool with the kids. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like, that's not. I thought. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be judging either. But I felt like that wasn't appropriate for the pastor.
Just imagine
Everyone else.
if
could
that
do
was
this.
today. It's like, is the pastor on Kalshi?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Well, I tell you. Okay, another wild story about. So what religion did you grow up?
Christian.
You could understand this then.
Yeah.
So this other pastor, we're in his car, and I mean we're at IHOP, of course. He takes me and he's like, we go back in his car. It's hot as shit. It's humid where I'm from. I don't remember how it was so hot. We're in his car. He goes, Dante, the Spirit of God is talking to me. Is telling me that you can pray in tongue.
Pray in tongue?
Pray in tongue. You know tongue prayer. You never heard people pray in tongue?
Mm-mm.
It's called God's language, and they go. You never heard that?
No. What is this?
I don't know. Some people know.
Have you fact checked this with other people? That's so bizarre.
When you get a chance.
No, I believe you.
Okay, so anyways, it's like this weird. It's like God's language. They say Spirit of God talks through you.
So you knew what this was when he brought it up.
I've seen people do it at church. Right.
Okay.
About like 45 minutes of me trying, I'm like, man, I can't do this shit. So I just start faking it. I'm like, and he just starts rubbing my back. He goes, good. I was like, wait a minute. And then I thought later, wait a minute, I just made that shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That means anybody can do this shit.
Yeah.
They're just making this shit up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was blown away by that.
So it kind of felt like a scam to you, kind of church did.
I do think the teachings are good. Like,
Yeah.
love one another, care for you.
Yeah, I think people's hearts are in the right places.
Yeah, that is there's nothing wrong with that. My mom is a big Christian, and she literally like spent like all day, like going out and telling people about Jesus and stuff like that. And her pitch used to be like, you believe in Jesus, you're gonna go to heaven. If you don't, you're gonna burn in hell. I was like, Mom, that's the worst pitch.
Yeah,
If they have a different religion, they're gonna get defensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to ease into it. And she did, and she got better at it. But like, she would piss people off.
Was your dad religious as well?
You know what's funny? He got religious after, like, as he got older.
Okay.
Those people, he was a party animal,
Yeah.
ladies, man.
You're right.
Like, very, very, very good looking.
And your parents stayed together, right? They were together your whole childhood?
They, no. I hope this doesn't sound mean, but I remember wishing I could see my dad more. Because
As a kid?
Yeah, I remember he lived like 2 blocks from me.
Yeah.
I didn't see it for years.
Really?
Yeah, which that's torturous as a kid. It makes you think that something's wrong with you,
Right.
as a
But
kid.
he was just not even thinking about it, probably.
because he's so, he's very about himself.
Right.
And then honestly, like,
Do you have any memories of things you did with your dad as a kid? Like the
Not
one
really.
time he took you somewhere?
He took me to the movies, took me out to eat a few times, but he was forced to do it. You could tell
Right.
he did not want to be there. He
Really?
could not wait to go. Like, it's crazy. His family was crazy. Their family's crazy. Like, okay, so this is to make it easier. They're not my biological, but like my dad and mom are brother and sister.
Wait.
Not biologically. So okay, he had me really young, and then she just took custody of me. His sister took custody of me. So that's
Wait, I'm lost.
okay.
Okay.
My
So your
mother-
biological mom and dad.
my biological mom and dad had me,
Uh-huh.
and then my dad's sister came and took custody of me because
Is your
that's what I
dad's
call my mom
sister?
now. That's what we call my
So
dad.
your biological mom isn't the woman we've been talking about?
No, she's
Oh
not in
my
life.
God.
Yeah, she's not in my life.
When did you find that out?
They didn't tell me till I was like 16 years old.
Oh my
And it was a
God.
complete mind fuck.
Wait, so you didn't even know that your mom and your dad were brother and sister?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh
I
my
thought it was
God,
weird. I
this
thought it
is
was all weird.
wild.
It's fucking wild. But not biologically.
Dude, you
Now,
got to
what
write
y'all
a
think my
movie
family
about
said?
your life. This is crazy.
And then, so also, like, they had, it was like 6 siblings, 3 died. My grandparents obviously were very paranoid because
About what?
they lost 3 kids.
Oh, how did
It's-
they all
it's-
die?
Korean War, one fell down the steps, like bad, weird shit.
I mean, we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but did you
That's fine.
ever meet your real
Yeah,
mom?
yeah. Weird.
Was it a person that you knew already?
No, well, she would come into my life every once in a while, and I didn't know who this lady was.
Okay.
I was like, why is this lady here?
Why is she hugging me?
She's weird. It's weird. Like, her and my dad are they seem so fit to each other.
Right.
They're both good-looking, crazy people.
Right.
You know. But I tell you, the crazy thing, that happened to me recently is that. So one of my cousins called and said, "Hey, do you remember when we talked about your uncle doing inappropriate things to us when we were kids, and then we like cried about it and hugged about it, and we both talked about our experiences?" And I was like, "No, I have no clue
Wait.
what you're talking about."
Your cousin said this to
My
you.
cousin said to me, my cousin from Korea was like, "Hey, do you remember when we were kids? He lived in the States back then, lives in Korea now.
Right.
And then he's like, do you remember when your uncle used to do like inappropriate things to us and we talked about it? I'm still
Right.
pretty traumatized about it." And I was like, "No, I have no idea what you're talking about."
That's
You know?
a weird thing to have a
Yeah,
different
never-
memory
yeah,
about.
different memory. And then my uncle's a good guy. He
Yeah.
was very religious, very kind, and very sweet person. Like
Yeah.
I never even he wasn't even too. He was too touchy feely.
Yeah.
He was pretty introverted guy. Stayed to himself. If you needed anything, he'd help you out.
Yeah.
So I don't remember any of this stuff,
Yeah.
and I almost feel like, hopefully, I'm not the one that's crazy. But if I was really crazy, blocking everything, I wouldn't have blocked out this conversation.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess,
don't know, but
yeah.
I remember this conversation verbatim. But
Yeah.
I don't remember any things that any of this stuff.
Yeah.
This is the crazy story I was telling you about.
Well, the way to test this is 3 years from now, I'm going to ask you about if this podcast happened. And if you say, no.
But there's video evidence.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Oh, it did happen. Holy shit.
So, to go back to school stuff, were you like into sports, performing?
I love basketball.
Okay.
I was never that good.
Right. Were you playing on the high school team?
I wasn't that good.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
like street ball and stuff?
Yeah.
Summers as a kid, what would you do on summer break? Were you a summer camp kid? Did you go to the
My
beach?
parents sent me to Korean school
Okay.
to learn Korean language and
So you'd have to like learn Korean during the summer?
yeah.
That
That was
sounds
torturous.
yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I would cause so much trouble. I remember I got into like fist fights or I would start fights, you know what I
Right.
mean? I don't know. I don't know. When I was like 12, I beat up like the 16-year-old.
Do you remember why?
I don't remember why, but he started crying. That's all I remember. I punched him. I punched him a few times and he started crying. That's all I remember. The weird thing is, like, years later, he saw me somewhere. He wanted to start a fight. At this time, I'm like, dude, I can get in trouble right now. 'Cause I literally was on my last strike.
What do you mean?
Like, I just got in trouble with, like, literally the judge was like, one more strike, you're going to juvenile detention.
Oh, right.
Like, so that's how I was able to behave myself. That's what you have to do. Threaten
Right.
with. You're going to go to jail.
Were you in court a lot, it sounds like?
Yeah, it feels like a lot. It did as a kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Was it always for fist fights?
one time the car we were in broke down and we tried to steal a battery.
Okay.
Yeah, from another car.
Oh, God.
You got in trouble for that. And then I don't know. And then I just said, this is bad.
Right.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Do you remember your biggest heist?
I don't really want to talk about it. I'll tell you a funny story.
Okay.
Okay. One of my friends. Okay. I had a friend that we grew up with. You know, we all have that person in the group that everyone makes fun of.
Yeah.
And man, and the reason we made fun of him because he was ugly.
Okay.
We were like, God. So I feel like he got us all back eventually. Like, so the one thing he did to us, like he basically he told me to come down to a store.
Uh-huh.
He worked at this clothing store. He said, all right, go in there, and then like just put on your put up the clothes. Put the clothes in underneath.
Yeah.
And just walk out.
Yeah.
I did that. And then as soon as he's like, so, and then he called security on
He
me.
did.
And I got in trouble. And suspended from, and then for some reason, like, he's basically, then I believed him because he said, oh, the manager saw you.
I can't believe your friend called the cops on you. That's
We had beef for this guy. He told me and like 4 other black dudes that this dude was going to do all this crazy shit to us, rob us and do all this malicious stuff to us. So we ran up in his house and
the guy that he was talking about.
Yeah, the guy was talking. We beat this guy up pretty bad, and then He told the police on us.
What?
The guy didn't even tell the police. He took it like a man. Like, you know? So this guy basically, and I remember calling this dude. I'm like, yo, did you lie? Did you lie on this guy?
Yeah.
And then call the police on us? This is his answer. He goes, don't worry about that. What's done is done. What kind of fucking answer is that?
Yeah.
And this is how my boy got revenge on him, which is wild.
The guy you beat up.
Yeah, the guy that set us up.
Right.
What he thought
This is how you got revenge on the guy that set you
my
up.
friend did this back to him.
Okay.
This is the silliest way to get revenge, but it was so silly. He hooks him up with his somebody in his, like, he was an orphan, somebody in his orphan home, right? And this person was trans, but he didn't know it.
Okay.
Right. And I had the pleasure of taking him over there. We both took him over there to for the first time to meet. I guess he really fell for the guy that set us up, fell for this trans woman. Right.
Right.
And then he comes out, we drop him off, and then he comes off, and we're waiting in the car. He comes out, pants halfway down. Start the car. Start the car. Pants halfway down, running outside. And you see him in the car like, oh shit. Oh shit. Like this is oh shit. Like, what happened? And then he said, don't worry about it. What's done is done. I was like, wow, that's a perfect callback.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It is weird, like, it's weird. And then obviously, I mean, me and him aren't friends, but I look at him like, hey man,
Yeah.
we made fun of you so bad
Yeah.
that you took it. I mean, you have to take accountability of what you did to him. Like, I really fuck with him. I made fun of him really bad. And I would do this weird thing. I don't know if this is right, but anytime he had a crush on a girl, I know he couldn't get her, so I would go get her. And that was, in a sense, pretty cruel. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of animosity toward me.
I remember I was at a movie once with this girl. It was a first date, and we were like cuddled up. And then 20 minutes into the movie, she got up and stormed out. And I was like, what was that about?
Never came back?
I went out to go see her, and I was like, what's that? And she was like, you were staring down my shirt the whole time. And I was like, what? How? Did you know I was doing that? No, I wasn't staring down her shirt at all, but she was just dead set on it. And she was like being out of her mind. I felt so bad.
Yeah, I think things went well. I mean, I remember, I don't know.
Do you remember middle school at all? Because it sounds like your life like was headed towards like a life of crime and fighting. I'm kind of wondering, like, was it always like that from middle school at an early age, or like where do you think it started going crazy?
It's weird because I don't come across like that in my sketches and stuff. But
Yeah.
like I have a lot of like tolerance to women, but to dudes, the moment I feel like, I mean, not anymore. I've gone mature. I've gotten a little bit more mature a little bit, but like I would have no patience with dudes,
Right.
because I was like, I had an abusive uncle,
Right.
and my dad wasn't in my life, so
Yeah.
there's resentment there,
Right.
so like I would just act out towards dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I wouldn't just. I don't feel like I'm a crazy person. I don't.
Hey, you don't seem like a crazy person.
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
It seems like you're just like the result of the circumstances, basically.
Yeah,
and you did your best with it.
I try to. I don't know. I look at myself as this. I look at myself as a bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
That was raised around wolves. And it's weird. Like if you look at my friends, I'm the nicest one.
Right.
I have friends that got jobs. One of my friends still to this day, he works as a security guard just so he could beat people up.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, you're fucking getting old. You know what I mean? Like, go get an office job or something.
Do you remember anyone growing up that was like a nice person that you're like, oh, maybe I should be more like that?
I remember this youth pastor was really nice. He used to just tell my mom he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy.
So it's just like him believing in you.
Yeah, I really liked him. I mean, that was the only time in church I was happy when he was there.
Okay.
When he left, I was upset because I felt like he was genuine. He was real.
Right. Yeah.
I say this to myself all the time. Just like I like the story we told earlier about my cousin and my uncle. You just don't know. You don't even know. The only thing you could prove that is real is you.
Right. Yeah.
I could right now. I could be a crazy person tied to a chair, imagining everything right now.
Yeah.
This could all be imagination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only thing I can prove is real is me, which I think is scary to think about.
Yeah.
I don't even know why my head goes in those places, but it's true. You know, you just don't know. You could be a crazy person strapped to a chair right now.
Yeah,
You know,
you
what I mean?
could
Get
be.
injected with medicine.
What were your birthdays like growing up?
Really good. People always do.
Was it like a family party, a friend party?
My mom always
Was
had
it like go out to the movies?
My mom always had like, yeah, we did that. My mom always had you know, people over the house, you know, and like even as I got older, like people, I feel like someone's always doing something nice for me.
Yeah.
People are good to me. I can't complain about
Yeah.
the friends that I've attracted in my lifetime. You know, I can't. They're really, really good to me. You know, I'd always have a handful of good people. You know,
Right.
that are friends with me, no matter if I'm on, you know, doing well or doing bad or in a low place. There's always somebody that's making sure I'm okay, and I'm grateful for that.
What did your room look like growing up?
Still looks exactly the same when I go back home.
Was there like Batman posters on the wall or like Michael Jordan posters?
It was basketball posters.
Okay.
And then, basketball. I love basketball.
What was your most prized possession in there, you think? Or like something you're like, oh, I finally got it?
I collect Joker stuff.
From Batman?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I have $1,000 figures of Jack Nicholson,
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, and like
That's awesome.
They look real, and him robbing the bank.
Yeah.
You know, with the money bag.
Yeah. Those are things you bought as an adult?
Yeah.
Were you into the Joker as a kid as well?
You know what? I still love Batman,
Right.
but I love the Joker too. Because as an adult, you understand the Joker more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, you're like, this guy's crazy, but as an adult, you're like, I get it. You know, I get it. I get why you're like this. You know,
That's funny.
I get it. Like especially Heath Ledger's Joker. I understand.
Oh, that was the best.
Jared Leto was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get that guy.
Yeah.
You know, that's the crazy guy. That's the crazy.
That whole, Christopher Nolan Batman movies are the best, I think.
Yeah, they're really, really good. You know what's weird? I don't know if you're gonna agree with this. I think Anne Hathaway as Catwoman is really underrated.
Yeah.
You know, her fighting sequences weren't really that good. But
No, they were.
she's a good actress.
She is, yeah. I just rewatched those 3 movies like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I'm not saying it wasn't good. Batman Begins is great,
Yeah.
but I can't keep watching that one.
Why not?
You know, there's certain movies that are really good, but there's certain movies you could watch over and over again.
Yeah.
Like Infinity War. You could watch that a million times.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
some reason, because it's visually pleasing. Because the story. Because at that point you know the story.
Yeah.
So it's just like the visuals is what gets you.
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point, you know what I mean? Like I thought Infinity War might be, to me, the best flow I ever seen in a comic movie.
Right.
I think it's the best movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like Dark Knight is probably the best movie. In my
Yeah.
opinion. You know what I mean? Best movie script and
I agree.
You know, but like the way Infinity War with the flow is flawless. It's seamless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they spent years setting it up.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It was like what it was like 11 years setting it up.
Yeah.
And now they got we'll see what happens when they drop the next one.
Have you watched Wonder Man?
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
Yeah, we just finished episode 2, so no spoilers for me.
Yeah, I was about to. Sorry. I really like Ben Kingsley.
That's the older guy in it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he
He
kicks ass.
played the Mandarin in Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go to movies as a kid?
A lot. There was a movie theater by my house, and I remember it was like
Was it run down? Was it a nice theater?
run down,
Yeah.
and they let people in. It was.
Would you sneak in? I used to sneak
my
in.
friends worked there.
Oh, so you just
Yeah.
snuck in with permission?
My friends worked there, and then they worked at the porn store.
What? Please tell me you guys wouldn't watch pornos in the movie theater screen.
No. But you know what's crazy?
That would be hilarious.
The day I turned 18, the same guy that told on me,
Uh-huh.
you're like, you're 18 now, boy. We got to go to the porno theater. I was like, the day I turned 18, he shows up to my house. He wants to take me to the porno theater. There's a guy beating off behind me, like trying to play it off. Like I was like, dude, I don't like being here. I don't think I want to come back to this thing again. I can't believe that was a thing. I don't think those exist anymore, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't go, but I could. They got to exist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we ran out of time.
Thank you.
That was super fun.
Thank you. Well, I'm hopefully I could get you some views.
Yeah. To wrap things up, I like to do something called the Gauntlet, where I ask you 3 rapid fire questions.
Okay, let's do it.
Question 1: what's a moment from your childhood that just, when you think of it, makes you smile?
I don't know, when me and my mom used to race.
What do you mean race?
We used to just like, we'll be in the middle of a shopping mall, and she'll say, I'll beat you to that point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
I
awesome.
think she doesn't remember that.
Yeah. She
You know,
doesn't?
no,
Oh,
no.
no.
It's crazy how like I have this thing that this says people just because something means the world to you, it can mean absolutely nothing to someone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
You know, and it just is like that's not what. There's another memory but she's so fond of that I don't remember. You know,
Yeah.
it just we're attached to different ideas. You know,
Yeah.
different memories. You know,
I love that. Question 2. What's a moment from your childhood you remember being proud of yourself?
I don't think ever.
That's not true.
I don't think ever. Honestly, I don't think ever. I just thought that it was like as a kid, like I was so shy. I wasn't good at school. I wasn't athletic. I wasn't really.
There had to be like a good grade you got, or a job you got, or a girl you went on a date with. There has to be something.
When I was 16, I got the girl I got a pretty girl, my first pretty girl.
Yeah.
And I was excited about that. So
That's awesome.
But I would say until then, like I like really, really, really like thought bad about myself.
Oh, you did?
I really did. Think about it. Like, I'm not good at school. I'm not good at. I literally looked at myself like, God, you're not good at anything. I remember looking in the mirror, it's like, you're worthless. I remember saying that to myself, like, you are worthless.
Yeah.
You're not good at anything. Like, what are you good at? Like,
right.
And as an adult, I feel differently.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, I'm happy now. But
I mean, I think a lot of kids have that self-talk when they're growing up.
But I also feel like our life is like a book, right? So I might be on chapter 30 something now, but chapter 4 is still a part of the book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes those insecurities and those thoughts and those feelings come back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, it's still in the book.
Yeah,
you know
right.
It's still a part of who you are. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not chapter 4 anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That page is done with. You know what I mean? But it's still in the book and it's still a part of you and you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think about, like, because I got kids now. I'm always like, what would I tell them if they ever ask for advice? I think it would be like, whatever you do, you're going to remember it. It's part of you. So, like, don't do something that you want to look back on and be like,
That's good
I
advice.
can't believe I did that.
How many kids do you have?
2. 2.5 and 1.
Wow. That's cool. I love it when kids are close in age.
Yeah, I love having kids. They're awesome. Was not expecting to. Question 3. If you could go back, and this actually works out perfectly based on what you just said. What advice would you give yourself as a kid?
Lighten up. It's not so bad.
Okay.
Lighten up. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Very hard on myself.
Yeah.
You know, at times. I've gotten better at it now. I thought you were going to ask me what would I do? Like, what
do you mean?
If you went back in time, what could you, like, like a time travel thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I could even afford it, but I think about, I used to, before comedy, I was a baseball card dealer.
Okay.
For a certain point. And when I look back, I remember when I was a kid, the most expensive card was a Mickey Mantle rookie card. And it was worth $5,500. That was the most expensive card on the planet.
Right.
Today, that card's worth $30 million.
Oh my God.
So I would just go back and buy a bunch of those. And buy a bunch of Michael Jordan rookie card boxes in 1989. They were $5. I think they're like $150,000 a box now.
That's
so
wild.
You go back to 89 and spend
100.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, it was great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
When people come, I always have a gift for them. I have your favorite childhood snack.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Crispy shrimp crackers.
You found them?
I found crispy shrimp crackers.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Let me
Thank
get
you,
them
man.
for you. I hope it's the right thing.
That's exactly the one.
I got it.
That's my favorite.
There you go, dude.
My favorite.
Head to gladpod.com for more podcasts or to support us on Patreon. Either way, I am so glad that you were here.